Good morning, student. Today we will continue with the chapter Water Resource, and our topic of discussion will be on multi-purpose river projects and integrated water resource management. So, the concept of multi-purpose river valley projects and integrated water resource management is very age-old. From the ancient time, this idea has been there, but the name integrated water resource management is a recent name that has been given. But the concept has been from the ancient time during the Indus Valley civilization or Harappan civilization. They also do have big tanks in order to impound or store water for domestic use as well as agricultural uses. So the concept is very age old. So historical certain dams, canals are used for irrigation that today we are going to read. Okay. So we need to conserve and manage water. So archaeological and historical record shows that from ancient times we have been constructing sophisticated hydraulic structure like dams built of stone, rubble, reservoirs or lakes, embankments and canal for irrigation. But not surprisingly, we have continued this tradition in modern India by building dam in most of our river basins. Why? Because some of the problems that we have now. Now, the hydraulic structure that has been built in ancient India in the 1st century BC, that is mainly for water harvesting system, is in Srigavarapura near Allahabad, had sophisticated water harvesting system that channelized the flow of water of the river Ganga, okay, and to check the flood. Even during the time of Chandragupta Maurya, dams, lakes and canals for irrigation system were extensively being built. There are evidences of sophistication irrigated works that has also been found in various parts in Kalinga, Orissa, Nagarjunakanda, Andhra Pradesh, Benur, Karnataka, Kolhapur, Maharashtra. So these are the irrigation works that are very ancient. In the 11th century, Bhopal Lake, one of the largest artificial lakes of this time, was built. So these are some of the examples where the canals, dams have been built. In the 14th century, the tank in the Huskas in Delhi was constructed by Iltutmish for supplying water to Seri port area. So these are the notable multi-purpose river valley projects or canals that has been built during the ancient time. Right from the Indus Valley civilization and Harappan civilization, we do have the concept of building tanks and reservoirs and canals in order to impound or store water for domestic uses, for agricultural uses and irrigational uses. Now, we will read about the dams as the temples of modern India. How? As the name suggests, it's a multi-purpose project. So, multi-purpose means solving many purposes at a time. So, that's why Jawaharlal Nehru called these dams or multi-purpose river valley projects as temples of modern India, because they are doing lots and lots of things at a time. Many purposes are being solved at a time. So, according to Jawaharlal Nehru, these are temples of modern India. So, what are the works that has been done by the multi-purpose river valley project? These dams are mainly built to impound or store water. In order to store water for agricultural use, for domestic use and for industrial use, it has been impounded. Then, not only the water is mainly, these dams are being built for storing or impounding water, but it is used for impounding for the reason of irrigating field. So it provides irrigation also. Other than irrigation facility, it generates electricity, that means hydroelectricity. It provides water supply to the nearby area or village where the dam has been built for the domestic use, agricultural use and industrial use. It controls flood in the region by channelizing the water or by impounding the water, storing the water. It provides recreation. It provides inland navigation, how? By the boating facilities and all. And it provides fish breeding also. So dam is a barrier across the flowing water that obstructs, directs or retards the flow, often creating a reservoir, lake or impoundment. So dam refers to the reservoir rather than the structure. So most dams have a section called a spillway through which the impoundment are done. So dams were traditionally built to impound water and rainwater that could be used later to irrigate agricultural fields. Today dams are built not just for irrigation purpose but for many other uses, for providing electricity by hydroelectric generation, for domestic and industrial uses, for flood control, recreation, inland navigation, fish breeding. Hence dams are referred to as multi-purpose projects. Okay. For example, we have Satluj river basin. The Bhakra Nangal project water is being used both for hydel power generation and irrigation. Similarly, the Hirakud project in the Mahanadi basin integrates conservation of water with flood control. So these are the example of multi-purpose river valley projects that launch after independence with their integrated water resource management approach. Integrated water resource management approach. So were thought of as a vehicle that could lead the nation to development and progress. So what is the motive of constructing this integrated water resource management? To lead the country in the path of development and progress, overcoming the handicap of its colonial past. So Jawaharlal Nehru proudly called these dams as the temples of modern India. And the reason being that it could integrate development of agriculture and the village economy with rapid industrialization and growth of the urban economy. So why Jawaharlal Nehru called these dams as the temples of modern India? This is very, very important question for your exam also, because it integrate development of agriculture and the village economy with rapid industrialization and the growth of the urban economy. That's why it is called the temples of modern India. So in recent years, multi-purpose projects and large dams have become under great scrutiny and opposition for a variety of reasons. Regulating and damming of rivers affect their natural form, causing poor sediment flow and excessive sedimentation at the bottom of the reservoir, resulting in rockier stream beds and poorer habitats for the river aquatic life. So dams also fragment rivers, making it difficult for aquatic fauna to migrate, especially for spawning. So the reservoirs that are created on the floodplain also submerge the existing vegetation and soil, leading to its decomposition over a period of time. So this multi-purpose projects and large dams has also been the cause of many new social movements that we're going to read in the next class about the various social movement that has sprouted up because of the multi-purpose river valley projects. So today we have read about the multi-purpose projects, why it is called a multi-purpose project, why Jawaharlal Nehru has termed this as the temples of modern India, dam and multi-purpose project that we have read, and the historical examples that has been given where the multi-purpose river valley projects have been built for impounding, storing water, for irrigation, for making uses for agricultural and industrial. So up to this, thanking you. Tomorrow we'll going to continue with multi-purpose river projects, how this has been protested by the social movement. For example, Narmada Bachao Andolan that we're going to read. Thank you, student.